Welcome back to the Surprise Shirts YouTube channel today for a Surprise Shirt Saturday upload. Today we are going to be ranking the Serie A home shirts for this season from worst to best. So starting off in 20th spot we've got Empoli. Now for me this shirt really does not work and it is exactly what the sponsor says it is. Now Kappa usually do class shirts and I usually really like the detailing going down the shoulders, but there's not really much going on with this shirt and the green really clashes with that blue. It's not working for me at all. 19th spot now we have got Como. Now again another shirt that in the past has worked really well, but with this shirt what my eyes are drawn to is the Wi-Fi, is the phone signal. I'm not sure what they were trying to do with that design at the front of this shirt. For me it's not really working. I really wish they'd have carried that kind of pattern and consistency throughout the shirt, but yeah, for me that just doesn't seem to look right on a football shirt. And then with the rest of it, it's just a plain template Adidas shirt. 18th spot now we have got Lecce. Now this is a very bright and bold shirt, not like any other shirt in the rest of this league, but what my eyes are drawn to straight away are those sponsors. Yes, you've got those bold stripes which do kind of work. It kind of gives me McDonald's vibes, but then you've got big sponsors, but not just one, you've got two. And what annoys me is the fact that they've left a massive block to allow those sponsors, so then it doesn't really look like it's part of the shirt. However, the rest of it's an okay shirt. Next now we have Udinese. Now a shirt for me that is just an absolute classic, a shirt you can't get wrong, but somehow they've done it. Now straight away they've got those really bold thick stripes, a nice bit of detailing on the trim end of the sleeve and on the old school collar, but then I don't know what's going on with this sponsor. There's so much space left for it. There's even space underneath it. It just looks like this shirt is designed for the sponsor, not the rest of it, but it could have worked so nicely if they'd have carried it up and allowed the sponsor to fit in and be part of the shirt. The shirt would have been a classic. You can't usually go wrong with the stripes. Next we have Inter Milan. Now if you've watched this channel before, we love consistency and symmetrical shirts. Well, this shirt is truly not that. You've got the classic stripes going down the one side with a nice bit of detail, and if they carry that throughout the shirt, I feel like this would have been an absolute belter. It would have been a classic. It would have been very simple but very effective. But then on the other side, but it's not down the center, it's kind of from the sleeve onwards kind of thing. It's got this kind of tramline pattern going all over the place. Now again, if it was one or the other, I feel like this shirt would really work. It's a classic which they've messed with here and I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. Next we have Cagliari. Now I really like the simplicity of this design. I really like that little bit of detailing. If you look through the center of the shirt, it kind of looks like it's been stitched together. It adds a little bit of extra detail which I kind of like. The only thing that lets this down is the really big crab sponsor that your eyes are drawn to, and then you've got the other sponsor as well. Maybe this shirt would be a lot better if it had a little bit of detailing on the trim end of the sleeve and on the collar, but overall it's an okay, very simple but effective shirt. Next we have Torino, another shirt which always is a classic, but what I really like about this shirt is if you look really closely in this shirt, there's some really nice intricate details and pattern going through the central panel. The only thing that again lets this shirt down is that massive sponsor which takes over, and maybe if they've added a little bit of detailing on the sleeves just to lift it ever so slightly, and maybe add a white collar or something then, because it would tie back in then to that sponsor and make it feel like there's not two kind of designs clashing here. Overall it's a solid shirt though. Now we have the Monzo shirt. Now straight away with this shirt I really like the chevrons going down the shoulders and down the side of the panel of this shirt. Then I really like the fact that it's consistent with the sponsor and the stripe going down this kind of one side of the shirt. Overall it's a very consistent, very solid shirt, but if we're nitpicking now, the finer little details, I don't like the fact that if you look at the Motorola sponsor, the sponsor kind of fades in to this one kind of stripe. It was just moved slightly over, it would look nice. It looked like there's a bit of a printing error because the kind of thing overlaps a little bit slightly, but overall it's a solid shirt. Maybe they'd add a little bit of pattern just to lift it ever so slightly to add a little bit of pizzazz, but still a good shirt. Now we've got Roma, a really nice consistent shirt. They've taken the colours and deconstructed it from the badge and then put it everywhere. If you look really closely, you've got those really nice gold pinstripes going down there. Then you've got them going down the shoulder as well, and then they tie into the kit provider and the badge. I really like the consistency of the shirt. The only thing that lets this down is maybe they just need a little bit more colour, maybe a little bit more pattern going in there just to lift this shirt ever so slightly, because it looks a little bit faded and they've played it maybe a little too safe. Still though, a very nice shirt. Now we've got Venezia, the football hipsters' favourite shirt every season. Now for me, this has probably been one of the worst shirts that they've done in recent years. I do like the intricate pattern and detailing going throughout, and I like the trim on the end of the sleeve tying in then with the side panel of this shirt, but I really wish they'd then carried that onto the collar. But your eyes are drawn to that sponsor. Now the problem with this shirt is that sponsor, it doesn't really fit in with the overall design. It looks like two, again, styles clashing, but the actual shirt itself is still an absolute belter. Next we've got Hellas Verona. Now straight away this is a very simple and effective shirt. I like the consistency of this shirt. I love the trim end of the sleeve tying in with the collar. I then like the fact that the badge and the kit provider also tie into that. The only thing that lets this shirt down is that sponsor. It feels like it's slightly too low. It looks like it's sunk a bit. Maybe if it was lifted up slightly, and maybe if it was yellow as well, it would be an absolute belter. But overall, it's It's a very nice, simple shirt. Next, we have Atalanta. For me, these are usually the shirts of the season. They're so effective, so simple, but the colours just really work. It's a classic. But this year, we've got that really bold and bright sponsor, which doesn't fit in with the rest of the shirt, but the rest of it is just really nice. If you look closely, the stripe's got a really nice bit of intricate detailing, and there's a really nice bit of detailing on the trim line and the sleeve and the collar. So even though the sponsor doesn't really fit in, it's still an absolute belter of a shirt because I just love the design. Bologna now, this is one of the shirts. When I talk about simplicity working well, this is just an act of it. This is a prime example. If you look at it, it's so nice. You've got the colours deconstructed from the badge throughout the shirt. You've got the whites and the sponsor and the kit provider. Then you've got the simple, the red and the blue throughout the rest of the shirt. It is so nice, so effective. Really nice collar toning with the trim on the end of the sleeve. I'm a massive fan of this simplicity. But maybe if they'd added just a little bit of pattern in those stripes or just something just to add a little bit of pizzazz, this could have got into the top 5, but still a lovely shirt. Seventh, now we have got one of the football shirt classics. Fiorentina is always a fan favourite, and it's very difficult to mess it up, and they haven't messed it up this year. A very nice bold pattern. If you look really closely, you can see it. It's really nice, just kind of adding different shades of purple just to add something extra to a simple shirt. Then you've got the colours deconstructed from the badge on the kit provider and the sponsor, which makes it all feel like it's consistent, and it's got an old school collar. Can't go wrong. Love this. Maybe just a little trim on the end of the sleeve just to lift this shirt ever so slightly, but it's still very nice. Sixth spot now, we have got Genoa, and what I love about this is it's kind of very similar to the Bologna design, but with a little bit of extra pizzazz. You've kind of got the really nice detailing on the collar and then on the trim end of the sleeves, and then you've got the kappa on the shoulder, which then ties into the kit provider, the badge and the sponsor. What I really like about this is the fact that it all feels complete. It all feels at one. Yes, it's a simple design, but it's just got those little bit of extras which just make this shirt even better. Now to the top 5. If you haven't already, please do smash the like button and please do subscribe. We upload every single week at 12 PM for a new upload. Now into 5th, we have got Juventus, an absolute classic, a sponsorless shirt which I absolutely love. If you look really close, it's a nice bit of intricate detailing go down in those stripes, and then the trim on the end of the sleeve is just missing. If they had it the same as the collar, this shirt would be an absolute belt. It would be even higher, but still 5th is an absolute classic, this shirt. 4th, now we have Parma, a really different design with a really bold cross going down the center of this shirt. But what I really like the fact with this shirt is they've got a nice bit of detailing then on the collar and on the trim end of the sleeve, and the sponsor feels like it should be part of this shirt. It all feels complete. It's very simple but very effective shirt. We're a massive fan of it. 3rd, now we have yet another sponsorless shirt. We have got Lazio, and if you look really close, there's a really nice bit of intricate detailing going throughout the shirt. It says Lazio, and at some point it says it upside down. It's kind of like an Aztec kind of feel with this kind of design going throughout the shirt, but it fades away to allow kind of a little bit of a block pattern then for the badge and the kit provider, and then it carries on up here, which I really like. It kind of fades and it makes it feel like it's all part of the shirt. It's got a really nice detailing down the trim end of the sleeve, and then on the collar. Maybe though, the only thing that lets this down slightly, it would probably even be higher if they'd carried that pattern maybe onto the shoulders and on the sleeves maybe, but still an absolute corker. 2nd spot, now we have got AC Milan, another one of those shirts which is always a classic. It's so recognizable, one of the most iconic shirts of all time, but this for me is an absolute belter. It just really works, and what I really like the fact then that you've got a nice bit of detailing then from on the white bold collar, tying in then with the trim end of the sleeve, and then it ties in with the kit provider, the badge and the sponsor. But what I like is the fact that they've not just allowed it to be simple plain stripes. If you look through those red stripes, there's a really nice bit of intricate detailing, an absolute belter of a shirt. And yes, you've guessed it, that means Napoli are top of our league for me. Now this shirt is an absolute classic. It's iconic. This is absolutely stunning. So much nice intricate detailing going throughout this shirt, but then you've got the really nice little white notes then on the collar, tying in with the badge, the kit provider, the sponsor, and if you look down the side panel as well, it's got the white. This all just feels like it's part together with an old school collar. It's more like a polo. I could imagine wearing this to the pub. It's just lovely. This shirt is absolutely gorgeous. We're a massive fan of it here. One of the shirts of the season, in my opinion. But thank you guys for watching. That is us ranking the Serie A shirts from worst to best. If you haven't already, please do smash the like button. Please do subscribe. Comment down below your top 20, and also comment down below what shirt league you'd like us to rank next week from worst to best. I'll give you a little sneak peek. It's Scotland. But yes, thank you for watching. As I said, please do smash the like button. Please do subscribe and watch out for our surprise shirt. Saturday uploads, 12 PM every single week. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.